Married to Medicine real quick, like Phaedra. Phaedra, Dr. Jackie, and Heavenly, they talk, and Phaedra don't feel like she did nothing wrong by inviting Quad because they had been asking about this lady. So here she is. Okay. In addition to that, they talk about T and G and how Heavenly doesn't feel like they are ready to be married. But Phaedra feels the same way too. But it just seemed like Phaedra not telling her true opinion because I don't know. It's like I guess she wants Heavenly. Like if anything blew up, it would be that Heavenly said it and you didn't say it, but you really do feel the same way, in my opinion. The way you kind of sat in that man's face and talked about a prenup, and then you kind of was talking about her like she was like a kid or something like that. You don't think they should be married either. But I don't know. It was just like she was trying to retain information in that moment, like take in stuff that she probably could run back and tell somebody else, versus like really answering, Dr. Heavenly's question about do you think they're ready for marriage or whatnot. But I agree with Dr. Heavenly. They are not. And whether Phaedra was wrong or not, I enjoyed Quad popping the hell up on y'all at that bachelorette party. What did y'all think?
I enjoyed it because she came with gifts. I think if you're gonna, come to somebody shit that you probably shouldn't really be at least come with some nice gifts.
Mhm.
I feel like Sweet Tea is a fan and she wanted Quiet to be there. I feel like I yeah, I don't like Toya. I don't like Toya's response. She was doing too much to me. I think Dr. Heavenly was right about everything she said about Sweet Tea. This wedding is rush. Y'all, you want to prove something. Like, I don't know what it is about women that it makes y'all feel like, a woman is doing something wrong when it comes to a man, and all he need is a woman like you, and then everything will be fixed. I think there is something gravely wrong with that type of mindset. And I feel like Sweet Tooth, bitch, I am done. Um, Sweet Tea, okay, Letitia, okay, for the third fucking Letitia for tonight that we didn't talked about. Letitia is young and dumb and full of cum. And
Mm.
I think that Dr. Heavenly, they can call Dr. Heavenly messy all they want to, but I think Dr. Heavenly was the only person real enough to say the truth of the situation. Like,
She should have said it to her though when they went to go
she did.
when she had her taking all them shots of Patron.
Well, she did kind of, I mean, kind of, but not really. But you're right. She could have
Nah,
said it
it
to her.
shouldn't have been. I mean, for the sake of the show, well, duh, but it shouldn't have been no group discussion.
Mm-mm.
Um, I do agree with you though. I think that Sweet Tea is under the impression that it'll work because of her and not somebody else. But she started, realizing whenever she said to Heavenly, I think Quad didn't lie about everything. She not that dumb.
But she still went
Um,
along with this fucking wedding, sitting up there talking about get you a man like this. I was just like, girl.
exactly. And I think that's because she thinks that the benefit is greater than whatever couple else she gonna take. And
Mm.
she's seeing it from that point of group. I don't know what they be talking about in that Facebook group, but I think that she very much thinks from the point of view of how she can benefit from this marriage. I'm not saying she like is a gold digger 100%, but she feel like, hey, this is probably the best of the worst that I will get out here in these streets, so I'm gonna take it.
You think so? That's the best of the worst that she'll get in the streets.
For her, I think that's what she thinks. This is probably the most like established person she's dated, to be for real.
I do believe that.
So I think that if she's thinking about the bullshit that comes with relationships, I think that she's comfortable with what she thinks are the dynamics of this relationship. So she's willing to see that through.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I got you now. Um, Simone, Cecil, and Miles asked. Now, Simone, bitch, I typically be here for the people that got the money and want to like, take care of their kids and stuff like that, even, after they out of high school. But bitch, you lost me this episode. I can't take it. Girl, 5 years and he's still in damn college. You're gonna have to do something. You over here talking about you gonna get this boy another year. You should have told his ass is ending in the fall. And why he just ain't, if he know he wants to be in communications or whatever, I understand him like, leaving Howard, taking that year off, going to another school. But that whole year he could have been out there working in communicate, doing production or whatever. And then the crazy thing for me is that y'all have been on Bravo for how many years? 10 Y'all ain't got no connects. I mean, was this just for the storyline? Y'all needed to film something, because ain't no way y'all are connected now beyond just the show, because y'all also know other people, and this boy ain't got no type of production opportunity. I don't get that. And I know, as much as we may want to be upset with Cecil for telling him like, oh, you know, don't take no classes over the summer, just do, intern, whatever it is. As much as we want to fault Cecil for shit, I have to fault Simone right with his ass too, because I feel like it's both of y'all. It's not just Cecil. It's both of y'all. You okay with it? And
It
you're the
is.
one that make the most damn money.
That's what I
You
was thinking.
so I mean, girl, what? And I don't. I was just disappointed when I heard that damn 5 years. And you're gonna ask this man first of all, he done wasted 5 years. And then you're gonna ask him what his 5-year plan is. And the baby said, hopefully. I'm like, it's not hopefully, really. It's really giving what's the plan? But y'all
Listen,
rich, girl. Do what y'all shit. Okay.
the only reason I can't say like I don't want to blame Cecil is because I low key feel like Cecil be doing shit to piss Simone off because he's mad that Simone won't let him be friends with his girlfriend anymore. A lot of the shit that I feel like is going on in their relationship now is because of that situation. Y'all remember back when Simone and him was fighting over the lady and they was about to divorce, and then he stopped talking to the lady, and so now they back together. But now it's just kind of the shit that they say to each other on the fly. We never on the same team. We never on the same side. Him, saying stuff like, "What's wrong with generational wealth, nigga? You not bringing in enough money for you to think we got generational wealth around this motherfucker." That lady said, "I can't retire if I'm taking care of grown ass men." You're retired, but she's still working. So to me, I feel like Simone, you the one that won't go ahead and leave this nigga and go be by yourself, because really you could. But I guess she still likes Cecil on some level. I can't really tell because they don't. To me, when you really paying attention to the shit that they say, they don't like each other. Cecil was the main one talking about the reason why he liked Sweet Tea was because he couldn't hear her, which make me feel like you get tired of hearing Simone ass talking to you. Okay, like that's what that made me feel. So I'm looking at the situation like y'all faking the funk real good, but whenever them kids come around, we get to find out. I was really mad at the son saying that she not having sex no more because the warranty on that thing is expired. I was like, I ain't never in my life heard of
Ooh,
his mama like that.
That's what Miles
I
told her.
didn't
And
hear that.
yeah, he said that. And I'm like, who the hell do you think you are, number one, to speak on that with your mama? And then number two, it's giving, do you pay any bills up in this mother? Do you
Do you
fix
think
anything
anything
around here? When's the last time? Do you think you're finna sit up here and talk to me about my cootie swat or whatever? I'm gonna do it if I want to do. Girl, I said,
when
not
he
this
said
baby
that
checking
shit?
you and he don't pay a bill in the house.
And then he always looked disheveled and like he don't get
Yeah.
haircuts. That's another
And he
thing.
look like he
Did
roll
you
out of
catch?
bed when he feel like it.
Did you
Mhm.
catch how surprised he looked? To me, his facials look surprised that Simone was starting to be stern with him. He looked like, I
Mm,
was like,
I don't know. I feel like all that hooping and hollering she be doing, them kids is unfazed. They was looking at her like,
That's probably
okay,
why he was looking like that. He was looking like,
like you
you
doing the
serious?
most.
Like,
Why are you doing the most for these cameras? But when
mm,
I was watching, I was thinking, this is the issue. This is why. This is why, men grow up and they be baby boys, they be men children. And
mm,
that's very much what it's given, because you be hollering and saying, oh, well, we're gonna give you one more year. That is a long ass time when you've had years to save. And it sounds like Cecil is willing to, if they say the right words, purchase an investment property. So you don't really even have to live with them. It sounds like it's something that's an option. But I don't know if her son got enough get up and go to live in his own place, fold his own clothes, make his own food. There's like, I don't know.
mm-hmm.
It's just a big difference. I don't know what's going on. As soon as I was able to go to college, I never wanted to go back home. And not because, I mean, I grew up in a very nice environment. I had a decent upbringing, but I wanted independence. And I think that a lot of these parents do not, allow their kids to go out and get their own stuff enough to where they would prefer independence.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to me. A lot of these kids is like, yeah, I'll take them yelling, but I don't prefer independence because this is too easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. And to
Yeah,
me,
you
that's
just
the
gotta-
reason why when Cecil said that shit about generational wealth, nigga, you're saying the wrong thing. You mean you don't understand why, if we can pay for it, we can't let these boys live here until they figure it out. It's because they'll never fucking figure it out if they're just gonna wait
You're
on
not
you to die.
pushing them. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's basically what that oldest one seemed like. The youngest one feel like he like women, so he want to make sure he got whatever he needs to get the women. The oldest one look like he ain't trying to get no girlfriend. If he is trying to get a girlfriend, she don't look like us. But either way, because sometimes I feel like disheveled black men can only get with white women. I don't know why. Like you not getting a haircut. Like
it's equivalent to the black girls with the bad leave out and the bad wigs. That's
up in the way Candace Owens never have her this part flat iron, but the rest is straight. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sad. But yeah, no, I something about it just kind of makes me feel like y'all have coddled those boys because y'all have money. And I think y'all are stupid, honestly, because y'all are just teaching them that they don't have to work for anything. They don't have to do anything. Mommy and daddy are going to come and take care of them. It's the same thing with the Fletchers. Why the fuck would you pay to get that nigga out of jail? I would have paid for the dogs. And then I would have been like, since I know you did whatever they said you did, you're going to have to figure out a way to get out of this one. But that's how I was raised. I was raised that if you didn't do it, we'll do anything to get you out. But if you did that shit, you on your own.
I wonder what it was for. Did they say why he went to jail?
They didn't, but it didn't.
I wonder if that was his first time too. Huh?
I said they didn't dispute if he did it though. It didn't seem like it was a situation where he didn't do. They didn't say none of that. He went to jail. It might have been traffic. It might have been, like, because niggas is stupid. They'll be driving around on a suspended license and shit and end up getting arrested. But for $6,000. For $6,000, that means that you probably had what, a $60,000 bond? What did you?
Yeah, I was about to say, what is it? 10%?
He probably had like weed or something on him. Maybe
he might have had drugs on him or something.
Probably
driving,
especially
around.
with his late at night, can't sleep, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jami, for the super chat. Her meeting quad definitely gave meet and greet too happy. Thank you for the super chat. I'm glad I read that because I want to talk about Sweet Tea real quick. I really don't want to call it Miss T. I didn't like when she had the rehearsal and she was talking to Greg and she made it seem like she was so stressed out and mentioned that I didn't like the fact that Quad showed up to the bachelorette party. So I have a few things to say with that. Don't try and play that lady out like she was problematic when you was excited to see her and told her to come sit right next to you. Don't do that. And then when you're really stressed out about that man and the fact that you're not ready to go and be the wife that he needs you to be, which is cook, clean, slave, and whatever else you're gonna do in that house for this man. That's what you're really stressed about on top of that 14K. But in addition to that, if you were so bothered by Quad showing up, then why would you leave Heavenly off the list but keep Phaedra on the damn list when Phaedra was the one that brought the lady there anyway? That I'm like, okay, I don't know. I be here for some of your stuff, some of your antics, Miss T. And that's what I like about all these cast members. I don't care what nobody say. Like, each one of them gets on gets on my nerves in their own way, and then I enjoy them all at the same time. Potomac, completely different. I hate you, bitch, but with them, it's like they give you the balance of I can't stand her, but I love that she did this. So I like that. And I feel like T is coming right in and she kind of fitting in a little bit. But when the older women have those subtle conversations to try to make it seem like this generation, this and that, it do make me feel like, damn, she gonna need somebody else younger on this show because y'all be on some other shit sometimes. And we ain't in them days no more. Stop that.
I think Sweet Tea will get on just fine with the rest of the ladies because it don't seem like she gonna let them push her over too much. But the thing is, I was thinking the same thing. You should have said Phaedra couldn't have came to the event, but she was reacting on behalf of what Greg would want, not what she would want.
Ooh, shit.
So she knew. Yeah, that's what she was doing in that scene. She didn't have an issue with Quad showing up. But she knew he was going to find out. So she had to react on his behalf and say, oh, I had an issue with Quad showing up. Just like she probably didn't have an issue. She didn't have an issue with Heavenly speaking, some real stuff on their marriage when they went to go have drinks. But she knows that whenever Dr. G run his back, he going to have a bigger issue with it too. So she like, what do I need to do to react on behalf of my man? to let him know that I'm sticking beside him. And that's what she was trying to get ahead of. Ooh, I forgot to mention Johnny. Once I realized that this was the Johnny that used to work for Candy, I felt like he probably scammed him on the 14th episode.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then I felt like Phaedra probably set it up. I was wondering if Phaedra got some off the top because
yes,
they work together, right? And you probably told Greg, "Oh, I got the perfect wedding planner for you. Hook him up with Johnny. Johnny hit you with that. Oh, we need 14K 24 hours before, and give Phaedra her little 5 on the top. Like it definitely feel like some scammery shit going
this
on.
is scam.
And she got the
they set
pastor
up.
too. She brought the pastor too. So ain't no telling what that kickback was for the officiant.
Hold up, they said she disinvited Phaedra too, but Phaedra took the pastor.
Oh,
so
wait.
I guess you know. I listen. That's hilarious to me.
I would have took my pastor too, bitch. But that's some shady. That's some shady. Phaedra said, "You gonna let me up in here?" And then gonna talk about that lady program look like a funeral program. Child, she ain't never lied. She ain't never lied. I was like,
And
damn.
I was honestly happy that they let Heavenly and Damon in there anyway. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, why the thing for me that I like the fact that Sweet Tea will like pop at everybody when they come at her, but I don't like the fact that you thought you was gonna come on this show and be friends with this lady's ex-friend group. Like that's so fucking weird that you thought you was just gonna be able to slide in on this show and oh well, she can't come because she said this and she can't come because she's no bitch, we paid for this shit. This whole cast gonna be up in here. Period. You lucky Quad don't want to come, and Quad would rather be luxuriating in her bubble bath instead of being here at this shit.
I love that scene. I really did. It was so peaceful. You ain't got to worry about being stressed out. Somebody telling you what to do, what to make, what to cook, what to do. I loved it. I was like, baby.
In a much nicer bathtub.
Oh, but I did have a question.
Nice bathtub.
And I was wondering, when they got a divorce, did he have to give Quad spousal support at all? Because I'm just thinking, like, is some of your spousal support paying for that good house? I know Quad got other jobs and stuff and she makes good money, but I'm just wondering. And I'm like, not you done went and got married. You know what I'm saying? Not you finna pay for your new wife and still paying for your old wife. But that was just a question. I mean, she probably didn't get spousal support, maybe because the show ended up being successful and she started making probably just as much as him. But that just crossed my mind. That just crossed my mind. I was just wondering that we need to get them done. Was there anything else that happened on the show? I feel like that was it. I think we covered everything. It was really like a laxed episode. But it was better than Wendy's episode with the whole christening or whatever, the communion thing from Potomac. But anything else on me? You're muted, Niecy.
I said that was last episode, right?
Yeah. I think it was last episode. But we good on Married to Medicine?